Hey, Randy here. I thought I would. I've always thought about doing this, but never did it. We got a couple of minutes, and Ruslan's going to help. But anyway, I'm going to do a quick video on some of the trips and tricks for trying to use the headsets conveniently. Because, like I've always said, there's a bit of a learning curve and a little bit of an awkwardness to using them, but there are a couple of things that make it a little bit easier. First thing I'll cover are the three different tips, whatever that we have in here that you might see, and some of the differences and advantages of them. Alright, so the three common tips that you'll see in the closet here, this is mine, the one I use. This is the bigger one. There's a smaller one. I use this a lot of times because it's easier to get deep into the ear canal, and so it tends to stay better and seal. My end result is I want to try and make sure these go in all the way and seal kind of like earplugs. This is the exact opposite. This is another one. This one actually fits, and I'll put it on in a second so you can see, but this fits in outside the ear canal, and the audio comes through this hole here, and this just replaces the little silicone tip, but that locks in the ear, and basically I've never had that come loose out of my ear, no matter what I'm doing. Okay, so you can see how this fits in the ear, this goes over the ear, that comes around and goes in, then that piece locks inside here, and that it doesn't come loose. And it doesn't plug the ear, so you can hear the ambient sounds better, but it's also not as loud as these because it's not inserted in the ear canal and sealed. So I have a hard time using them because of my hearing loss has gotten so much worse over the last few years. But it's the one I prefer to wear because it never comes out. But I just can't wear it so much because of my hearing loss. But anyway, that's another really good one to do, and it just replaces this. Okay. A couple more things. This piece goes over top of the ear, but this turns, and so having this lined up at the right angle to go in the ear canal is another important part. If this is like this, when I put it in the ear canal, this is going to be pulling off to the side, and it'll make it more likely to either pop out or pop off my ear, whatever. So having this earpiece turned at the right angle so that when I put it on and I push it in, this isn't pulling off to the side, right? So having that at the correct angle is really important. The other thing is so this is not the microphone clip, this is the microphone clip. This is this little one. This is designed to clip up here somewhere because it doesn't allow, now if I pull on this, it pulls here. It doesn't pull on the earpiece, which is another thing that changes. If I don't have that clipped, now if this pulls, this is pulling on my ear. So it increases the chance it's going to pop off or come out or whatever. If I have this piece clipped up here, then it becomes the anchor point, and that doesn't happen. All right, one more thing is because this turns, I thought I would just mention it, it's easy then just to turn it 180 degrees, and now I can wear it obviously in the other ear. So you can choose whichever ear is more convenient. I've switched to my right ear just because of the hearing aid that fits in my left ear does a better job, but for years I wore it on the left side. But since that's rotatable, you just turn that to whichever direction you want, and you can change ears back and forth. Okay. Obviously, one of the reasons we do this, these can be clipped on securely, not easy to drop. They're there, they're turned on, they're good to go. The other thing is the radios are tuned. The microphone that you talk through is different than if you were to talk through the microphone on the radio itself. So if you talk through this microphone, hold like this, then it makes it crazy loud for everybody else. So the radios are tuned internally to actually use a headset. If we don't use a headset, then it really messes up everybody else. You don't hear it from your side, but everyone else does. Okay, so the other thing that happens with these is if I put these in, it looks like it's in, but they are super sensitive. I literally hold this like this, so I have, not on the buttons, and press all the way in nice and solid, because there's a lot of times that I don't think I'm not getting out or I'm not getting received because this has to be pressed in firmly. And if it's pressed in 99%, there'll be a communication issue at some point. Two that I find a lot, I come in, I'll run my hand over these. I'll often find these not, like this one right here. Here's one right here. See this one? This is not clipped in. There are these two little grooves right here on either side, and there's two little things right there for those to slide into. And if it's sometimes kind of goofy, I know I have to mess with it. See, now it's charging. It was in place, but when I started the video, or when Ruslan did it, he's actually your photographer, he's doing a great job. But that radio was not put in here properly, and therefore it wasn't charging. So next week, this would be a dead radio when someone got ready to take it out. The other thing I find a lot of times is people will put them in here and they'll leave it on. And what happens is after a few seconds, the light goes off, and you don't know it just by looking that it's off. So one of the things, like right now, you have no idea that's off because the light's off. It looks like it's charged, everything's good. So I will often, a lot of times, come in and key up just for a second to see if there's any radios left on, like this one, and I can turn it off. But anyway, this is something that I find, I check them all. So when you're putting your radio up, check to make sure that yours is properly in, not just sitting in there. Because a lot of people go like, oh yeah, that must be in there. It's not. Even that's not in there, and it looks like it is. That groove has to be in there. Now it is. And you can even see it started charging when it didn't before. But just check everybody else's. Just make sure no one else has messed theirs up. Okay, so a couple things to finish up. It sometimes takes a few moments to get everything together. So if we can get all of that plugged in, wired, turned on, adjusted, radio checks, all that stuff before we get in the parking lot, it'll definitely save a few minutes of discombobulation. It's in my new word for today. But anyway, it can definitely save some moments of stress out there. The other thing is storage drawer. Because we use these all the time, you know, everybody should have a drawer with their name on it. Their headset can go in it. And then when they show up, it's there, it's clean, it's theirs. So if you don't have a storage drawer with your name on it, let somebody know. We'll get you one. And that way you have a place to put all your stuff. All right. Well, I appreciate you taking time to watch all of this. And if there's any other questions, please let us know. For a lot of you, you're probably thinking, oh, that's old news. And that's okay. You know, we do this for the one thing that one person didn't know that now makes it a lot easier. So anyway, appreciate it. Thanks a lot. Have a great day. One other procedural operational thing that Ruslan just reminded me of is the engagement time. So when we click the button and we have to press it firmly and hold it, it takes it a half a second or so for the radio to come on, engage, and start transmitting or listening. So I know especially when we're busy and we're running, a lot of times we're grabbing the thing, pushing the button, and starting to talk all at the same time. And so we tend to miss the first couple of words of whatever is being said. And if it's a really short transmission, we might miss the entire thing. So good practice is I grab it, push the button, take a breath, now start talking. And that breath-taking forces a second or so pause between the pushing of the transmit button and the actual talking, so it gives the radio a moment to wake up, come on, start receiving my voice signal so it can transmit it. But anyway, that will save a lot of miscommunication issues because we can very intentionally push the button and hold it for a second and now start talking. All right? Again, thanks a lot. Have a great day. Now, last one.